TESO Initiative for Peace is a peace-building organization registered to work in northeastern Uganda with a vision of peaceful and prosperous communities in northeastern Uganda and a mission to promote a culture of peace and participatory governance among individuals, communities and institutions in northeastern Uganda through transformative interventions.
Bringing men and women to think and act together for the good of society has reached a point of no return, because that is the world where the world is moving to. And TESO Initiative for Peace, in order to make gender an important issue in its work, carried out a gender audit. From that gender audit, it was realized that we need to document and need to enshrine in our policies the issues of gender mainstreaming. And gender mainstreaming is a very important attribute in peace work and governance, which this organization is involved in. So we have embraced this call for gender mainstreaming, and we hope that we shall make headway and become a learning and reference organization in the TESO region and Karamoja as well.
At organizational level, TUB embarked on developing a gender policy and gender action plan to guide its interventions. There is a fair balance among staff, board of directors and AGM members in TUB.
While there is a standalone gender policy in the organization, the rest of the 9 policies are all reflective of gender dimensions in the organization. And during meetings, all staff are required to give updates of gender and also their experiences on gender.
Gender newspaper excerpts are regularly photocopied and filed for reference. Male staff regularly give lifts to the needy breastfeeding mothers.
I give you chichi. Okay, come. See.
TIP hosts a family day annually where staff and board come with their spouses and children for a chat. On women's empowerment, the Equal Opportunity Rota for chairing the bi-monthly and monthly staff meetings has helped both men and women participate in the project cycle and also experience sharing on gender issues. TUP deliberately gives breastfeeding mothers time allowance of 30 minutes for reporting to office. TUP makes contributions towards public events such as the International Women's Day, the Day of African Child, the International Day of Peace, and Uganda Independence Day through sponsoring radio talk shows and publishing articles on the newspapers. Attention to breastfeeding mothers by provision of a designated room and supportive environment for breastfeeding.
There are changes at workplace. We have reviewed the gender policy. We looked at the paternity leave. Previously, it was 5 days, but we instead added 15 to make 20 days. Mothers on maternity are given 60 working days, but if the mother has not recovered fully, she's entitled to request or ask for her annual leave to make 90 days.
In recruitment, all applicants are encouraged to take up any positions equally. Gender-sensitive facilities have been put in place, such as washrooms and a gender information corner. The washroom contains 2 buckets, a dressing mirror, female and male condoms for convenience. At program level, with the aim of promoting community gender awareness and community empowerment on equal participation of men and women in decision-making, equitable access and control over resource, TUP has embarked on supporting women and youth groups through training and capacity building on gender. Before the gender audit by Gender Links, TIP had not understood the width of gender gaps in the communities, whereby during community activities like women exchange visits, women were always escorted by men, and during the dialogues, men had to talk on behalf of their women because women had no voice in the presence of their husbands. This was dictated by culture. Initially, in women groups like Naparot, a man was identified to be the chairperson of the group and also doubled as the group secretary due to the patriarchal cultural context in Karamoja. Some men had become a source of food insecurity in families due to selling food during market days and not declaring the amount to their wives, yet the women did much of the cultivation on the land that was owned by men. With the capacity building, encouragement, and empowerment given to youth and women groups, women are now able to share their personal conflicts like gender-based violence, even during big gatherings. Group quarterly review meetings are now more lively and engaging since both women and men represent their groups equally.
Abunga anyubonbe ajayi atiaketait abero jaskede kisinga ikilo ite jaskede akwana kilo konyoto maswam erai mama swamuna kilo mama na bero.
After the several trainings, the women realized the need for gender equity but could not promote it on their own. Therefore, they requested TIP to involve their husbands in trainings. TIP appreciated the request and responded by designing a couple training package on HIV/AIDS, gender, environment, and peace building. A transformed youth group designed a community theater sensitization approach for community outreach on the importance of gender in the community. An empowered woman went home and asked for her right of access and control over land from her family, and she was given.
Mama jenda bone be yonda kwa fabero na urio kalna madu kokina jasimo dakede apedor na adu na iro mona toto mas adu poko kosi kwenye ne tolosio aisisiana kino ne sisana kino so kerisi ala mo jana lo kaseli na potisiana kisiboni bara dira ja pesibon bon mamji du kokina jas jo keda pedor na adu na iro mona so abu abo ngokao ai moro keda ka tungalwa tekerka potukesi da jasa umushe da potukesi adu mutaishana kino na becho kina Todolo na akora kinga kesi sa engo dalipo. Chaka ete irian isa pada kuniteka kina iria kaskere nuko kano akora time. Mununga seto do katorno irio mede lati yata kinyesa kesi msini. E training likamanara kede pamarane nara etite mboni be pamarane nesibitune morera kiro moreti borokolo gitigita udol walking ado patana don muto maso aponi chaka ni kamanara kede airo muneteda nyeki kisitunga lochialo
a couple decided to take their girl child to a better school in Soroti after understanding the importance of educating both boys and girls equally and giving both equal opportunities.
Inangana kitoro kwenye kwana akora ngona kada na yanga kada kaulo na dauna jun bunde ejo kai sisana sene noni ayanga donga kesena yi kwana somero ngol toni kutako kunile kole yala mari papa joko jo do machwana kwenye bona kodo ngo ongirike korai to somengo iri to somo teterengo da bunwe somare konai ngara kinijo.
Thank you.